Oh, we haven't. Damn. We haven't got anything. So, like 2 seconds, guys. I'll be with you. It's got to go 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. All right. Hey. Oh my God. Seriously. Yes. Good afternoon. Hello. And welcome to Queensville this afternoon. I feel I haven't been away from Queensville for ages. I just feel I've been here all the time and done a lot of things and stuff. Welcome to Queensville anyway, guys. It's live. It is 2:45. 2:45. Wish it was 2:45. It's 4:45. And we are starting in 15 minutes. But welcome to the show anyway. Hope you guys have had a good week. If you enjoyed the Queensville chat on Tuesday, yes, we are going to do that on Tuesdays now, live for you guys. My camera is all over the place today. 2 seconds, get it right. There we go. Devin is joining us today as well. She is. Talk about her later. She's been in a weird mood this week, she has. Yeah, today is going to be an interesting chat today, guys. I had a great idea to do this on Tuesday. I mentioned something that we were going to talk about today for Queen fans, and I am so wanting to do this for ages. And this is an idea that came around from, well, a lot of subscribers. And something occurred on the comments page actually this week, and it was interesting actually. And it spurred my mind to ask a question today. And we're going to wait until everybody comes on because I'm going to explain what it is. Now, also, later, I'm going to talk about this as well. Yeah, hopefully it's fine. I'm going to talk about that video, right? I'm going to talk about that video. Very interesting. Yeah, because well, actually, it was very interesting. Black Panther, interesting. So you did see that little clip yesterday of the AVR video logo thing. Yeah, this is interesting, and I'll talk about that later on when we get you guys on to it. I hope today we have got Planet Mixer, and I hope we've got. I hope today we're going to have a great Queen chat today. A lot of things planned today for this stream, and so questions as always, guys. Those at the computer, just get them in. I'm going to put that as a new tagline now. Those at the computer, get them questions in. Or if you're watching on tablets, or if you're watching on the move, you're watching on the bus, then you know I'm here for you this afternoon. Or live here at the Queen Room in Sunderland, or the production studio as well. That's what we have. Anyway, a few things happened this week. Jade wasn't very well this week at all. She's had a week off. She was coming down with some illness. She was also coming down with some itching problem as well. She thinks it might be the tablets that might be causing it. And I'm hoping that I hope it isn't. So, she's feeling a lot better now. Her voice is getting fine. She's got to get some honey lemon today, which I promised she had to take it. And hopefully by Tuesday, she'll be back, sitting in the room, doing admin. And we are going to be, well, the next 2 weeks, before our meeting we have, we're going to have a meeting of sorting everything out. So hopefully we'll do that as well. Creeps. Hello, Creeps. You just joined us for the first time. Hello. We'll try and guess who I am. I have no idea. And I don't know who you are. If it's somebody who I know from past experience of things. I am the redhead. Oh! It's David. David! Hello, mate. Nice to see you, my man. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah. Good to see you, my man. Oh, we'll get to just gonna give me a second while I do this. Yeah, thought I'd drink for a bit. Yeah, fine, man. Yeah. Well, Queensville's here to talk about anything really. Queen, music, bands we love, CDs, subscribe, like, and love. Yeah. So anyway, I was just talking about Jade. She wasn't well this week. And I've just heard that she's now caught something else from apparently the baby. And it ain't looking good. I just hope she gets well soon. So she's going to need a lot of rest. I think she's getting contagious off the baby. Ooh. So anyway, Jade, if you're watching this live, get well soon, and I hope to see you on Tuesday. That's not good. Anyway, can't speak. Get the questions in, guys, this afternoon. Any questions you want to talk about? Music, chat, bands you like, you know, Queen, which we will get the Queen actually later, plus we'll get this as well, which we will talk about. This is interesting. Yes, there's some comments anyway for the moment. And any predictions on when Metallica's next album will be, if they ever work on another? That's a hell of a good question. They plan their albums every 2 years. They haven't brought. They only brought out Lords of Summer. That was the last one they brought out, and they have not released an album yet. They release every 2 years. So they have got this. So last year they brought out that Self-Destruct album, which I thought was brilliant. Bit hit and miss about it, but then again, not a bad album. But I think the next 2 years' time, not this year, but next year, there'll be another album out from the next year, because they want to do something. They want to do a Black album again. They want to do that feel. I'm thinking about doing the Black Album 2, which maybe possibility consider it a follow up to the album. About time and all. I do have to say though that maybe if they do a new album, and they do a new one, I think that they should go back to the Metallica classic Metallica sound in it. Last one, Hard White, Self-Destruct in 2016, but then again, Death Magnetic was 2008. Death Magnetic was a hell of an album. Death Magnetic was brilliant. I thought that Death Magnetic album was well impressed with that so much. It was just a great. That was, to me, like an amazing 10-track album. I mean, all right, 4 tracks didn't make it because of the additional things I put on it, Bullet Away and Bullet Train and the other ones. I do love Death Magnetic. It's brilliant. It's cool. My favourites in Hardwired are, to Self-Destruct, are Moth Into the Flame and Spit Out the Bone. Moth Into the Flame was the most played song ever on American radio. It was played so much on American radio. And even I think they also have a standing point to make. They've got a point. They've got Spit Out the Bone. Bit of that one as well. It's got some good songs in it. But I think the Lulu one was a little bit bizarre. I think the Lulu one should never have been made in the first place. The Lou Reed and the Metallica one. Nah. Although saying that though, there's like 2 songs I do like on that album. Is that heavy, that fast one they did with the fast guitars in it with the same riff all the way through. That was really good. But yeah, again, it's, you know, but Metallica should come back and do their classic sound again. Maybe what they really should do is revisit probably revisit some of the albums as a new compilation to make new recordings of them. That would be good. It depends on the fans on what they want. Planet Mix is here. Yes, my man is here. My man is here. Today's question, by the way, today's topic is who should have been the Queen singer from 1991? Who should have been the Queen singer? That's the topic today. Because I had a great brainwave. I was watching loads of Queen stuff. And I just thought, who should have been the Queen singer of all time? And I know Freddie's not here, but who should replace Freddie? I mean, I know who mine was anyway. He says, Tez, Amazon have been ridiculous on the second white box set with News of the World up hot space, with it costing 60 quid. Then 2 days later was 65. Then a few days later was 70 quid. I had to get it in case. I had to get it in case. You know what you should have done? You should have just gone on Discogs, and it was cheaper on Discogs to buy it on Discogs. That's my prediction. Yeah, you definitely should have had. You should have had bought that set off Discogs because they sold it for 15 quid online. So you see, I always keep saying to people, buy things off Discogs. It's more cheaper on Discogs because it's 35 quid. You could have bought them off there. The thing you paid too much money for that. You have. But if you got them anywhere for the collection, I suppose you've got the whole lot now, haven't you? And it's there. So there you go. But a bit expensive though. You should have gone Discogs and got it for 25 for the first one, then 15 for the next one, then 15 for the next one. That's 50 quid. You could have got them all three. But saying that though, if you beg to differ yourself with the PMP charges and the other things going on, it would have cost more. But saying that, Amazon's pathetic. I mean, their Prime. I hope it wasn't Prime, by the way, because you know that if you do buy off the Prime stuff, you get charged 15 quid a month, which is stupid. When they should really start. Amazon really should start saying to customers, subscription required if you're buying off Prime, right? And that's what they should put on their subscription required. They don't. They just say Prime. But when they go, oh crap, if we buy it off there, it's going to be charging extra 15 quid on top of that. It's just ridiculous. So yeah. Well, if you've got a subscription for a 30-day subscription with Amazon, and you're paying it for $12.99 a month, it's not worth it. Let's see. Yeah, creeps. If you subscribe to me, mate, keep in touch with the Queensville page, mate. Yeah, because we've got a lot to discuss today. Right, a few things need to discuss first. Thank you very much to everybody who's not messaging me on ST Entertainment. Thank you, and thank you very much to everybody messaging me on Queensville's Facebook page. Thank you very much, and thank you also to Nicola for not messaging me and emailing me on the ST Entertainment website. I do have to say, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Now, everybody's got their own little thing now. And like I say, guys, anything you want to post, anything news related, because I can't screen capture on this bloody OBS at all, then please do send me links on to the Facebook Queensville page, because it's now open for you guys to get your Queen questions in. I am going to do discussion page today, by the way. I got a lot of messages and I forgot to do them on Tuesday, but we're only trying Tuesday as a thing anyway from it. And I'm liking the Tuesdays. I think that Madonna music style, the music is for women who think the hardcore dancers who are shite in the real. We've been through this before, mate. I know. As I said before, Madonna, I'm just American. My mummy said yes. Mummy said work with Reggie Lucas. Mummy said work with Patrick Leonard. Mummy said produce your own music, write it all. Madonna's just terrible. She just thinks she can get away with that. She can get away with sex. She can get away with films, acting career, because mommy said yeah. Now if you look at the other perspective, You look at Cyndi Lauper. She's brilliant. Brilliant actress, brilliant singer, rocky stuff. And she needs to come back into the rock stuff definitely now. I know she's gone to she did that tribute country album. But she got signed to the same label as what Madonna used to get signed to. And now Madonna's gone, like that really for us. But saying that though, Cindy's better. She's got that rookie voice. I do wish she'd do more of them rookie songs again she used to do. I mean, that Memphis Blues one she brought out was fucking awesome. It was really, really awesome, that was. Memphis Blues was seriously, what a hell of an album she made of that. It was brilliant, brilliant. She deserves to be actually the new voice in blues anyway. But I mean, that album was phenomenal. And that tour she did was bloody fantastic. It was really good indeed. So let's get your chats in this afternoon, guys, and let's now talk about something else. Yeah. Well, first of all, before I show the cover, I'll just be careful what to show here. Let's get rid of this first. If you guys had recently saw my video of this, the Black Panther, this is interesting. Very interesting, this. Very interesting. This is the 1988 reissue that came out on AVR Home Entertainment Limited. Oh my God, I can't believe what I found out about this tape. Now then, if you remember years ago when videotapes were the tapes were awesome, weren't they? This is actually the this is the 1988 print that came out from these guys. Well, I have to say, it's a rip-off. This is a complete rip-off. This is right. So when this company started up in 1988, the guy who started it off, apparently he was also running Intervision as well, because Intervision Video went bust in 1985 when they brought up all their catalogue. Was brilliant. And Intervision's catalogue was sold to AVR. Right, this is interesting. Now what I realised was, this is obviously, if you've seen the opening for this tape, it's on my channel. This is interesting. Now what they did on this is they have used the Intervision videotape, pre-cert videotape on here. And I can tell they have, because I mean, I listen to music a lot and I can hear the sound. I can hear the Intervision music on the beginning, and also I can hear the Alpha Video logo, and then you hear the Rothman's Rally Team on it. This is actually for the pre-cert video cassette, which is very clever, very clever. And what they did was they used two monitors on it, and they used one monitor was bringing out the output from the Intervision video, and this input was coming from a video machine that was importing the sound to loop it under here. So there's like a black screen on it already. But obviously, I think they were obviously thinking, well, this film's we haven't actually got the print for the film, so why don't we just instead reproduce the Intervision video on this one to come up with this? And it was the only way they could only get the video on it. So actually, this is the uncut cassette apparently that they just duplicated on this tape. It was very interesting that, because when I was keep playing it back, and I was the very opening beginning of it, I heard in my headphones when I recorded the audio, because I synced the audio with it before when I recorded it on my phone. I recorded the audio separately, and I thought I can hear some talking on this video or something. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I can hear that, because I was very good hearing. My hearing's brilliant. I heard the Intervision logo on it. I was hearing it. It was very faint, but I could hear the Alpha Video. Then the Rothman's Rally Team came on, and there was all this talking going on. And Vigilante was underneath it, and I'm thinking, they rip off, absolute rip off. They decided just to replicate that VHS Intervision tape and put it on here. That's illegal. So I think that's why they got sued for bringing it out. Really, they thought, hey, you've just copied our video on there, right? Hey, it's Intervision here. Why have we copied this one? Only way they could get it, couldn't they? So that explains that mystery, and that's why they were using like two monitors and they were using two video machines. I was like, oh, little sods. But actually, But this one has an error, as you may notice the error on this videotape. This one has got this is actually the U-matic master they used to replicate this cassette on. I'm very glad I actually got this one, because there is another version kicking around with the full version of it on, where you can hear all the VHS on it. And this one's the U-matic version, because when they got this in the video machine, you can hear that they were syncing the U-matic machine speeds fast forwards for like 30 seconds, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, this is the U-matic version. This is the actual print that they messed up. So I'm very glad I still got this in my possession. And that one, that is a mystery. So that was very interesting. And we're just copying tapes from cheeky little bastards. Tez, have you seen Sally Edie YouTube content that covers drum covers? She's really good friends with James Rundle. Yes, I have. Yes, she's very good. Also, her drum covers are Queen based. Yes, I have. When James Rundle had started his YouTube channel up, he obviously wanted to back up some other people as well, which was great. And I think James had got in touch with Sally, and I think they were trying to butt heads together. He even did a one-off with a lead singer as well. He's only from South Shields, but he's brilliant. I tell you what, I mean his album reviews, I mean they're absolutely brilliant. But I do love that guy a lot. Now I want to really work with him, but now I've got my Andrew guy, Andy Mack from Apollo, who produces my music. Great guitarist. Yeah, definitely are considering working with that guy. James Rundle's brilliant, really is. And actually, speaking of Andy Mack, my guitarist, Andy's going to be getting a gig next year at Riley's in Sunderland, and that's going to be brilliant. And Pinky is really interested in getting him. He said, "You're hired." I think he's going to hire you for a night. I tell you what, if he plays down there, right? Me and Jade's got to go on stage with him live and fucking sing our heart out doing the songs. That would be brilliant. Yeah. So yeah, because Andy, who when I auditioned Andy for the guitarist and when I put it out there, Northeast Band of Musicians, he was the first one on board, and I sent him Fire Flames first, and he got it the next day, and he said, I said, "You're hired." I said, "Brilliant." The other idiot that I wanted to hire, he couldn't do it because he was just a bigger businessman, and he just wanted to know, oh, perfect in the way. No, sorry mate, you don't work that way for it. How many people going live? 3 today. Oh, 3, very quiet today. We only have about 8 now by 4:15 anyway from it. Anyway, so question for Planet Mixer: who do you think should have been Who should you think should have been the next Queen singer? I mean, I've got loads to tell you about this thing. I mean, as you all know, when Queen officially finished in 1991 and they did the tribute concert, they didn't do any work for a while, and then Brian released his Back to the Light album in 1992, just before he was going to go on tour, the Brixton Academy tour. I mean, his Back to the Light tour was really, really good indeed. He was considerably being the next thing to beat and stuff as well, so that's good. Yeah, but before I go any further, while she's sleeping, Devon has been acting funny this week. She's been moaning and wailing and getting too hot, obviously, which is fine for the sunshine. But Devon's been acting funny this week. She's still been in and out and has been a good dog. What's going on? And I thought she was going to have a phantom pregnancy, which I have a funny feeling she's in that in a minute. I think that's probably why she's moaning and groaning a bit. But she's been acting funny. So don't tell her that. That's cool. Anyway, what are your thoughts on YouTube popularity? I'm not fussed with all the Sidemen stuff. They're okay now, but this KSI being king of the internet is now funny, and now and again I prefer Cinemassacre, who does Angry Video Game Nerd. Angry Video Game Nerd is alright. I wasn't really, to be honest, I really didn't like him. Yeah, so it shouldn't have really have been that. YouTube popularity. I mean, this is something that I really don't like. But this yeah, to me, what gets me about YouTube popularity is, as this is another thing to talk about, really. But, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but it's just something else. The people who want to go and make stupid videos and funny videos and silly videos is just people messing around and not taking it seriously. Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Yeah. So, yeah, the people on YouTube, as I said before, you can have silly videos, useless videos, people being daft. It's good for popularity for YouTube, but to be honest, it doesn't make themselves money. They try and get a sort of system together and thinking, well, the best videos ever in the world, they just use it from a group perspective. I mean, you take a look at the guys, who was those guys called? The Fine Brothers. Fine Brothers? I used to like them. I don't now. And I think, and I totally agree actually with their things. Their content is way fine to start a channel up. I know these was two guys from America who wanted to start up their own entertainment business, but they are there's like 10 staff that works for them, and the Fine Brothers Institute is just going whoa, global all over the world. And I didn't care for the views. I just cared for what they were doing. To be honest, their stuff's all right, but not anymore. I think they just try and do their own thing about it. It's just that, you know, that thing. And people are like, well, here's a question you should put here as well. Ashens as well. I love Ashens to bits. I love him. Love that guy so much. And I think his videos are well better than anyone else's. He doesn't script it. He just goes to pound shops. He used to. And now he's getting stuff. He's hilarious. The guy is brilliant. I love that guy a lot. Very good friends with My Virgin Kitchen as well. My Virgin Kitchen is great as well. I love the videos. Don't care for the views. But yeah. But popularity is pretty good. I mean, if you want to go out there and make your own YouTube channel, do it. If you're just starting out, you've got to see the rules. The rules for YouTube is you have to make 20 or 10 videos in a week, right? And because you've got to make 3 that day, 3 the next day, and 3 the next day. And the reason you've got to do that is because YouTube doesn't have a policy where, right, you just uploaded your first video, your second and your third one. Now, the first one will probably get lowest views, and your second one will get medium, and the third one will get higher. If you upload them in 1 week or in 1 day, then your channel populates up. This channel was hard to start, you know. I mean, I literally wasn't going to think Queensville would not have been successful. But after a lot of people contacted me and subscribed, and they love the videos and content, they thought, wow, just amazing stuff. So yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to get a YouTube channel up and running for it. It can happen, but you've just got to try your best really for what you can do. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing it would be for that anyway, which is interesting. But Ashton's is really, really good. Ashton's is, well, amazing. Now then, here's something that you guys will probably not want to talk about, but this is interesting. EMI vinyl. EMI vinyl. This is interesting for Mark, actually, because Mark is coming up to the Northeast soon. EMI vinyl pressings from UK. I've never talked about this before, and probably you guys are wanting to know, or probably why I'm bringing the subject up, is what sort of vinyl did EMI use to press on their thing, on their vinyl production things? Well, they used a material called thin polyvinyl. It was the thinnest stuff to ever have, and that's probably why you can tell the way this is obviously thinned out. Obviously on the record itself, it's very thin on the sides, right? And this was the cheapest way to produce vinyl so well. And EMI had a new sort of lacquer on it that was lacquered at Abbeywood Townhouse. And the Townhouse pressing plant was seriously massive. I mean, it was really big. It had been a really good experiment to try and sort of bring out best high quality sound on vinyl. And EMI had this new technique where from 1986 they started producing thin layers of vinyl, and the sides will get scratched. These will get all scratched, and it was just a way. It was, I think it was a high density DMM sort of pressing on it, which was what it was. And they changed the vinyls into more like hardware, and then they were heavier, but then they got too light. And like this is only 120 gram vinyl anyway, this one. But EMI had this ingenious idea to, whenever they were pressing something for their sleeves or their anything on it, they were basically just keeping EMI happy with producing something like this one. I mean, this one was probably good for sound quality issues. I mean, the engineering on this is brilliant in this sound, and they're really right. I mean, some singles from EMI, they were in the 80s. They were really good quality. Then they brought them in 85 was when they brought them in a more heavier condensed sound quality was good, and the 90s was better, but they went a little bit too cheap on the vinyl, and that's why the vinyl's a little bit weird for it as well. That's what Mark was telling me about that many years ago. He says, why did they use different vinyls? Why did they use some heavy ones and light ones and stuff? Well, it was just a way of just keeping the expense down for it stuff. I mean, some grooves might have been longer, some of them might have been condensed down to get more on, obviously, and the sound would be a bit quieter. So yeah. His prize mixer says, I had a thought, and the person that I think should have replaced Freddie, in my thoughts, are who? Because it's like picking sex or music as a last choice forever. Like, sorry, Tess. You know, that's exactly what Chris would have said as well. That's exactly what Chris would have said. He would have said that. He would have said that a lot, you know, because Chris used to say things like this to me a lot, obviously. And yeah, he would say that right now. Sex, music, and films and girlfriends is what I like to have. So basically, that's the thing of it, isn't it? And then you basically have got that as well. So that's why I think it's got a. That's why I think it's got a more idea who would have been the lead singer from it. I mean, mine would have been if he hadn't have gone from Sony Entertainment and all that Sony business that he should not have contradicted with, I mean, George Michael would have been probably second favourite to do. I mean, he had the voice. My second one would have to be Jeff Scott Soto, because that guy could just sing mountains full of Queen songs in one night. I mean, that live DVD I've still got. This one. Well, actually, I've got the CD version of it anyway. DVD somewhere. If you ever get this thing, get this album. Get this. This is one of the best CDs you can ever get. And it is seriously, this is brilliant. This was at Prestanton, Wales, at Pontins, and this thing is like just fucking awesome. But you can't buy this on the website anymore. You can get it on the Discogs website only for this, because Jeff decided not to press any more of these because it will cost him a lot of money. And then he just actually self-released this himself on his own label. All I like about it is I just love the Discard on it. Discard is amazing. The DVD is fucking phenomenal. 2.5 hours worth of Queen songs is just phenomenal for me. And I do think the guy, if we had never heard of him and he would have been in Queen, he would have seriously had said, Jackie would have said, get this guy, get his band, do it live. I mean, that's fucking phenomenal how this guy did this fucking set. Just amazing. Save Me, the live version of Save Me is brilliant on this. And every song that they did, like the melody that goes up to Love in My Car, it's like a 15-minute medley on part one, then a 16-minute medley on the second half of the concert, because it goes from Dear Friends, You Take My Breath Away, Love My Life, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, Jealousy, Nevermore, Lonely of the Valley, Millionaire Waltz, Someone's Live Forever, Somebody I Love, and that Somebody I Love live is fucking ingenious. I mean, 16 minutes long for that medley is wow. Fucking brilliant. I do recommend this a lot. A lot. Get this CD. It is brilliant. You can't get it on download though. It's not allowed. It's not available on download. It's a shame. But I love a fucking concert. So there's one for your Planet Mixer. If you want to save money up, or if you want to buy Jade's album, get this set. Get the DVD as well. DVD is brilliant. And I mean that for. I do mean that for a positive idea. Get the DVD of it. It is fucking good. And I've actually got behind the scenes of that on my YouTube channel. Got some behind the scenes of how they made this concert as well. It's really interesting as well. Very bad quality, but it's just if I had it a better DVD ripper and all that. I've got a DVD ripper on my computer, but it's got to get better quality anyway. Let's see. This rumour of Queen and Lady Gaga making a James Bond theme? Nah. No, never. Nah. Nah. They better not. Terrible. They couldn't do that anyway from it. I tell you who would make a good James Bond theme. It's a band called Treat, and I've got a song of theirs called Raw. And the very beginning of it sounds like James Bond anyway. But it just goes. It's really fucking good. Treat and Raw. Ready to rock, ready to roar. It's just a hell of a band. Hell of a band. Yeah. Jamie Borger on drums, a fucking brilliant drummer he is. Really cool. My 8-year-old niece enjoyed Bring Back Leroy. My 8-year-old niece enjoyed Bring Back Leroy Brown's song yesterday. She loved Freddie's train vocals on the effects. Oh, sweet. Yes. She has good things getting into Queen now anyway. That's from the She Heart Attack album. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. That. It was 8 years old and literally the one that's in the Queen songs. That's really, really interesting. You know, now that all the youngsters are getting into rock music and Queen stuff, why don't they just listen to? I tell you what, she should listen to is on Jade's album, on the Secret Voice album that we did a few months ago. The Secret Voice album that we did, there's a song here that she'd like actually called Tonight, and I bet you when you get this album, Planet Mixer, you've got to play that song, that Tonight song. It is so perfect. She just go oh 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 tonight. Yeah, that was the best one we actually recorded in that day. It was so good. But we're very happy to let you know, guys, that we are still. These are lifetime now, so you can buy us for life. So it's available on the website for years to come anyway. So still buy it. It's still there. So just waiting until you guys get the CD. But it's still available. So get it. It's a good album. Yeah. I like we're starting production now on a third album for Jay to do. Well, it might not be for Jay, maybe for somebody else, because we're thinking of getting somebody else to do the next album, and we want to make like a AOR rocky type album. Like, I mean, we did like it's not the same, not like we did with Secret Voice, but we'll like to do a bit like Dead Inside, album we're bringing out anyway. Because the Dead Inside album's going to be really cool when it comes out. But after Dead Inside next year, we've got like a massive plan of action. We've got like rehearsals. Then we've got get these guys out and do a pub thing, and then hopefully you guys will be happy to know that. Well, apparently I've had a right nightmare trying to sort out the pop recs anyway. Pop recs are big dickheads up there. You know what? I don't understand why they will not post on Facebook their opening times where I need to go down and give them the CD. I have tried for 2 weeks to try and go and get these CDs down there. I've been down there every time, they never open. I was like, well, if you're in the business, you should open up and let me deliver it to you. So anyway, but it'll get sorted out soon. Don't worry about it, guys. I know you guys are waiting for me. Like, it's not open, Porex. Where the hell is it gone? It's just like, well, hang on. Well, I'll talk to them. It's like, why the hell are you not open for? Why? It's like, you should be like me. But yeah, a bit bizarre. But yeah, I mean, yeah. My whole point of view is, I really kind of love doing what I like to do. Music is my life. Music is good, and it's nice that something to keep me amused really for all day. I mean, I could just write songs all day and just write something now. I mean, at the moment, I'm writing the one called Eye to Eye, which is a Queen song that we're working on now with Andy. Started doing that a couple of days ago, and literally it's sounding really bloody good. And I listened back to My Best Days this morning. I keep listening, love that song a bit, and I keep listening to that every some days. And I'm thinking, it sounds like Queen on that version. I was like, Freddie Mercury's in the room. You can't just come in, guys. I'll be 2 minutes. back again, guys. Yes. So anyway, 3 people watching today. Not a lot of people watching today on the stream. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's probably the fact as it's probably the fact that it's football is on, and obviously it's not that thinking about it. So there might be a short stream today, guys. There might be a short stream. Like I say, guys, if you can get your questions in now. Oh, this goddamn chair. You know, one of these days I'm going to kick this chair in the bin because it just keeps. Look, I mean, if I go like that, right, I'm going to be like shrunk too much. But do that, and it's no, actually it works fine now. So yeah. What's warm in here? For some reason my computer was burning up. Oh, I know why. Oh, it's not supposed to be there. It's falling down as well. I'm supposed to have things there for some reason. Oh, it was getting too long. Anyway, so if we don't have any questions in by now, guys, I'll just go off the stream. Like I said, we had a stream on Tuesday for a test, and I think it did work out very, very well for us. We had a lot of people on there. Gaming Heads here, hello there. Hello. You're late. He's just come on. Yes. Most of you guys are coming on now anyway, which is good. So let's see. Questions. Yeah, questions today was going to be about who would have been replacing Freddie from 1991. And obviously, you know, like mine was obviously going to be George Michael, I think, but not with the outstanding calibre it would have been anyway from it. But I mean, saying that, if you had other singers that came in from Queen's sort of ideas and things, you know, from it, then you know it's just that possibility that they work for it, you know. Whatever it is. I've also this week had some problems with my phone again. You know, my phone's been acting funny. Mum just rang me a few minutes ago. This charge is actually working a bit better than before. Actually, I might. Yeah, guys, you just get your chats in, guys, because I'm just basically just waiting until somebody's going to be able to give you some questions. Sort my phone out at the moment. My phone's been acting really funny this week again. It's still. I changed the charger on it, and I've changed it back to my normal charger on this. Because I've got a funny feeling it might be that Amazon charger that's probably given a bit of issues with it and stuff. Anyway, I tell you what I can talk about is something that might be interesting to you guys is Angry Penguin. I have, if you have seen my recent video that I did on last time, it was about doing the Angry Penguin video follow-up thing. Well, I trawled around this week, couldn't really find anything to redo on it. So no, there's not going to be a follow-up video on that Angry Penguin one. There will be a new one in the works, but I don't know what to do yet. So try and sort something out in the next couple of weeks. It should be good. But Nicola got in touch. I'll do the comments page now. Actually, while you guys are getting your chats, I'll just get the thing. Yes, and I also bookmarked the comments page as well. I did because I didn't want to lose this one, and that's cool. But yeah, I've got messages from people this week. I'm going to actually just read these out from a couple of days ago. So first of all, we had one from. Let's see who we're from now. Michael Berkeley from UK. And he says, when that lady asked him the same thing twice and 2 different times, maybe for language, but she had the answers. As leader of the band, I'm not the leader of the band. I'm the leader of the group. Oh yes, I'm the leader of the group. That was the one in the Portugal video thing that he did in there. Actually, that's actually the cut version. The uncut version is actually on News of the World, the Champions of the World. And Nicola gave me that link to watch Champions of the World, and it was just the same as the UK one, really. Apart from that, it was nothing different about it. It was all right. Just that was a copy of the UK tape. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Wasn't any difference to all. I just love it. I love it. The documentary was brilliant. Though. They should have basically have brought it out on DVD, but still fabulous stuff. So cheers for that. Retro Overload. Brian Johnson, it was talking about AC/DC. It is still 2018 and no Brian news. There is still this controversy going on. Yes, the Brian Johnson thing with AC/DC. I mean, I said in my video that he was coming back. People are still watching that video to this day. I mean, that thing on Facebook was right what it said. He would have considered coming back. But, I mean, is it worth him coming back? Is it worth him coming back to AC/DC? I don't know. I mean, it kind of... Think about it this way. AC/DC will be no more now. I can't see AC/DC being going anymore. I think Rock or Bust is probably their last album they've ever produced, they've ever done. And I think that's efficient for everybody else. But as for all these rumours going on saying they're going to go and record new material, they're going to go in the studio, there's a lot of these crappy videos going on, right? Apparently they're bringing out their own style of videos on it, right, on YouTube right now. And I can't stand it when people do that because it's nothing but less excitement and less negativity about it as well. And I think going back to the question that Planet said, the YouTube popularity, that's just people doing good videos and producing good content, but not really giving out news that we were kind of working for on the day itself. So go live and be professional. Don't script anything out because it ruins it. The airlines, it ruins it too much. But Brian Johnson, yeah, I think that's enough for him now. I think he probably would say, well, it was right. But you say, there again, we've got no news yet. It's like, is it going to happen? Now, depends. Dave. Oh, I've got an amazing thing to tell you in a minute as well. Dave, 4 days ago, Jesus, the sound in this clip is huge. Because I enhanced the sound in it. Because I'm good at it as well. King Mercury Queen. She's a subscriber I know many years ago. My favorite Queen album. She's created my favorite Queen album, The Works. She's actually shouted up too much in the song. My favorite Queen album is The Works. Works is great. Yeah, The Works album is The Works album for me is seriously an amazing album. It is so great. It is great. I think that if you think about it, the Works album is the second heaviest album that Mac engineered in America and also in Musicland Studios as well. I mean, Hamper 4 was written in Musicland, but I think the sound quality I think the drums are heavier on that album than anything else. It's just really it's a brilliant album to actually to do it. It's so good. I'm trying to find out why this part of chat isn't working. There we are. It's up there. It's up now. Just resetting the chat, guys. Make sure it's all right. Go. Yeah, the Works album for me is a great album. It's really good. Amazing songs. And then we had a new subscriber, ICTV. This is the one I was telling you guys about the Angry Penguin video that I uploaded on the channel. And he says, "Wow, Queensville, you're the man. Thanks for the inspiration for me to create a music channel." Not bad. I would love support and feedback from everyone. Thanks, Queensville. Yeah. Well, like I said before, if you start a TV, if you start a good YouTube channel, you want to know everybody who you are, and don't be silly. Then make your content real, but don't script it out. You shouldn't. And here's one from Nicola Pierce, who apparently got back to me about the Gorilla Man in Slightly Mad video. Now, this is interesting. I only looked at the comments very briefly, but I don't read them too much. Apparently, she says about the recent video that he did on the live stream about the Slightly Mad video. According to Peter Freestone, it was a member of the crew. Don't know if he meant a roadie or a member of Dorot's film crew. It might be right actually. Might be right, because he might have the right stamina for it. I think that by this time this video was shot by Freddie. That Freddie had cut both Straker and would sleep out of his life. Actually, that's a load of bullshit. They didn't. Peter Straker was a very, very good friend to Freddie. Wayne Sleep was as well. So that is a false. That's false. Apparently, he did like Wayne, but didn't like the personality change when Wayne had too much to drink. Wayne Sleep is an amazing, great ballet. He's a great dancer. He's a great choreographer. He's absolutely amazing. I mean that South Bank show thing that he did for what's his name? Melvin Hayes, isn't it? Is Melvin Hayes? That South Bank show was amazing. Really in-depth talk. And when Wayne Sleep was interviewed for his career in life, he did a dance dedicated to Princess Diana, and I think that was one of the most moving things I've ever seen in my life. And it was all ITV, way before YouTube existed, and way before the internet existed. And I watched it on the Sunday. That was 10 at night. Had to wait. That was 10 to see the show. Come on, we playing that. And then it was basically, I watched that, and I saw the dance, and I was like, oh my god, this is just phenomenal. Very phenomenal stuff. So yeah, great chat on Saturday. Thank you for Devon's ears, Ruffles. She's okay. So it wasn't just me on Queensville Facebook having a problem posting. No, it wasn't. It was just the fact that what I did was I didn't actually unlock all of the images on there for that. If you want to send pictures or anything in the future, I'll go to Queensville's Facebook. Good stuff, indeed. Oh, Aquarius Girls here. Hello, my friend. Yes, thank you for adding me on Facebook, by the way. Thanks very much for getting in touch with the Queensville page as well. Really enjoyed your thing of it and stuff. It's good. So hope you guys are having a great afternoon. Yeah, it's just come to 4:45 now. We've had the football match this afternoon, so I think that's why people are getting. Southampton was playing this afternoon, so I think that's probably why you guys were all watching the football. Golf anything you did. That's what it is. So we'll keep going anyway for a bit. Haven't had many questions in today, guys. So Flatmix has sent me a lot in. Gaming hasn't sent anything yet. Now Aquarius Girls hasn't sent anything yet. So because she's always got a lot of questions to ask me about stuff as well. Haven't heard from John today, so it might be a quiet stream today, guys. Today, just be sending questions, guys. Otherwise, I don't have anything to talk about. I have going back to something we did on last Saturday when I was talking about the bootlegs stuff. The bootlegs that was those ones that I did on thingies. Found more stuff on Discogs, which was absolutely incredible. Some people were saying to me, were you going to get the BBC on air set? No. I do want to get, though, that News of the World set. I still want it. I really think it is as well. It should be cool. What's topic today? Topic today is what I said. Who should have replaced Freddie Mercury instead of... sorry. When Freddie Mercury died, who do you think he should have been replaced with? Or do you think Queen should have continued the legacy themselves? And this came from some subscriber the other day who said Freddie should never have left the planet. So in 1981, when the Queen officially finished, who do you think should have replaced Freddie from 1981 straight through? Because the Adam Lambert thing is just taking the piss now. I think it's just to leave it alone. I think Brian and Roger need to seriously consider dropping that guy and getting rid of him. Because I don't like the front man. I don't like him. I really don't like the guy. Because it's one of them ones things in life where you get a lead singer who tries his best to be the next lead singer. And then all of a sudden it comes back on you and you're thinking, why did they ever choose this guy for? Why did they? I mean, that press conference he did in America was a ridiculous stage-up thing. That was just completely ridiculous. Madness. George Michael, for my opinion. Now, I was going to say that actually, George Michael, he was actually, do you know what? He was so close to being that guy. But I think it has to be this guy for real. Because this set, if you want a great thing to watch, go on YouTube. I know it's bad quality on YouTube. Watch that and listen to that. That man is phenomenal. And I tell you what, he can fucking still do Queen. It's brilliant. Freddie Mercury tribute concert was his best one he ever did. I love the performance of Somebody to Love. I agree with you on that. He actually did, I tell you what, he did that note perfect live. And that was some phenomenal job he did. And that was seriously brilliant. I think that was the best. I mean, when you see Brian happy and, you know, he's saying, yes, I'm really happy you did that. And that was cool. And I really liked that so much. He deserved to do that live for Freddie on stage. It was an amazing concert. And many years ago, Chris and me were talking about it, and they said they should do another one. How can they do another one if it's not going? If it's got nobody there? But you know, you can't replicate two things in one time. You do it once. But yeah, I actually was. Here's something that got me. Talking about performances. Anybody see that rock gala concert that was aired on BBC television? I know it was the last Princess Trust rock gala that happened, and it was the first time that Brian and Roger were allowed to come on to the Princess Trust this time. I don't like that at all. I really don't like it. When Major comes on and does 70s of Raw, I'm not impressed with it. I'm not impressed with... What's that guy that said? A guy from Keen or somebody? That fucking band. And I wasn't impressed with it at all. It was only because they were invited to come down and play for the first time at the Royal Albert Hall, which I haven't been there for many years. Now, I totally agree with that. I hate the way the BBC did it, though. The BBC, when they filmed it, was fucking stupid. Why have an overhead camera going all the way down from making shots of the scenes that they were making from it? I think that director was stupid. And filming parts of it and editing bits out and, you know, editing out just bits he didn't want to pour into it. Ridiculous anyway. But that's not a video for me. Mark Martell is very close to Freddie. He is. Mark Martell is brilliant. If you put this persona side to side, if you go watch a video, right, Jessica Soto and Mark Martell doing Under Pressure together on stage, it is fucking phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It's really, really close to the original. That's Jade doesn't like that song though. She hates Under Pressure a lot. She doesn't like it. And I keep saying, well, why is it not like it for? It doesn't gel with me. Everybody's got their own opinion about Queen, you know. But I think from like my perspective of how Queen should be now, they should now give it up, retire, and just move on. Just move on with life. That's what I think anyway. Even when you've got like that thing with what was it? What was that thing they were doing the last time they were live on stage? That Paris thing that happened in the Paris one. That video should never ever been done. It was only just because it was for the ballet performance, but it's not even. It's not them on stage though. They're not on stage. That's not. It's all been post productions apparently. Apparently it's all blue screened and it's all very cleverly done, green screened in a way, and very cleverly done as well. Yeah. They should stop touring. They should stop live touring and release more gigs from the archives. That's well. They are trying to do that. Universal is just they're too lazy, not trying their best. Their offices in the office in London, head office in London, is just completely useless. They are a waste of time over in there. They can't give a release date. They've got to. You see, what Universal's got to do is, same with my business really. They've got to have a schedule where things can only come out at a certain time. And they've got to contact Queen Productions first, Phil Smythe at Brian's department, and they can only say, we'll give you a project to do, and we'll give it to Universal. But let's let them release it on their behalf, but let's just do something that we would like to do for Queen fans. And Universal's got the last say about it, because they only say, well, oh no, we can't bring that out. Oh no. It's nowhere to do that. Do you know where they store their footage? Yes, I do. Mostly, all of the archives are with the BBC. Because the BBC owns the All Grey was the Test one. The Rainbow Concert was owned by Bruce Gowers, but they found all the original tapes from the original footage they found from the archives by special arrangement with EMI, which were transferred digitally because, as I say, tapes don't last long very well indeed. But mostly the BBC has got partially something to do with it. Also, trying to think of who else owns it as well. I know for a fact that they do own it. Queen Productions are trying to get back the one from Richard Branson, which is the Hyde Park. Richard Branson owns that. He doesn't. Queen doesn't own that at all. Neither do they own. See, this is the thing about that soundtrack from the Flash soundtrack. Queen doesn't own it. It's co-owned by two distributors on it, so they don't own it at all. And I think that they've got a lot more stuff in the vaults that they will never ever release. Well, probably maybe for a box set of all the Queen material, but EMI's got to have Universal's got to have a final say about it. They can't just say, "Oh, we'll bring it out." They've got to have a final say about it. Stuff. Brian and Roger do get their rights to say what they want to say about what they release, but obviously it goes down at the end of the day. Universal's got to say, "Okay, this is going to work. We'll market it and do it that way." That's why Brian's been at Universal mostly this year in their offices, trying to sort out his box set, and it's trying to sort it out what they can release, what they can't release. But such a bullshit for a start. Bring it out, please. Waiting ages for this thing. Roger's box set is brilliant. Roger's box set is really good. I'm glad there's so much work on that. And Nightjaw owns all the recordings for that one as well. EMI doesn't own it because it's owned by Roger Taylor. I believe Brian has a huge collection of soundboard recordings. I think he does actually. I mean, going back from the demos in Munich, probably the ones in Germany as well. Brian owns quite a lot of stuff. He even owns a little label. It's a small little label he owns called Turnhouse Productions, which apparently is to do with an engineer called what's his name? Pete Swear from Turnhouse. Apparently, when he did an album for Anita Dobson called Talking of Love, and it was the first time that 1987, he started it wasn't a Queen thing. Turnhouse was kind of Townhouse. Turnhouse was Townhouse. Well, it was actually Kevin Metcalf. And Kevin Metcalf and Brian did a deal together where it was basically going to be, instead of just calling it Townhouse, which is all the masters done there, Turnhouse will make it Brian and Kevin Metcalf. And that's why the time of the deal came, remember that. And also Odeon, and then the Odeon label got reimbursed again from the EMI to keep costs down on labels that were coming out of business. And Brian released a single with Anita called Talking of Love, which was a minor hit. This was actually the same sort of. It was recorded in London at the same studio where they did the Bad News album, and then and after that was done, then they moved him off Parlophone. They moved Anita off Parlophone to put him on the Odeon Records, just to be safe. And the reason they did that is because Queen was getting signed to Parlophone at the time, and EMI said, well, we don't really want you guys to be on the same label as Parlophone. We'll have to move you off Parlophone to go onto another label. So when the deal was done with them earlier on, Odeon Records got reimbursed, and then apparently it went on to 1988. And then they said, well, just for safety's sake, we'll put you on this label because you can do what you want to do, and we'll make it out that time as well. And that's even what it was. That's what Brian owns that label now. I have still got the single. I've Talking of Love. I do like it, actually. It's great. What do you think? Is it worth to buy the vinyl of the Rainbow and the Odeon gig? I do have to say, I have to absolutely 100% agree with Mark. Buy the vinyl set of the Rainbow concept. It is phenomenal. It is fucking phenomenal. The vinyl version of Rainbow is fucking excellent. Odeon gig one, I would say no. Safest bet is just go with the audio version of it on download, because the vinyl version is not worth it at all. The vinyl version of the Rainbow one, I fucking recommend. The Rainbow is the best one they've ever brought out, and I seriously, if I had the money at that time and I would have bought it, I would have bought it. But I did have the money at the time. I just didn't want to take a chance. So, but it was just as it is anyway. But the Rainbow box set was limited. You can buy it on Discogs though for £90, I think it is. Worth it as well for what it's worth. £90. But as I say, people who are buying stuff off Amazon these days, don't buy it off Amazon. Amazon's expensive. Just buy it off Discogs, it's cheaper. Get an account made up, pay on PayPal, and get it out there. Get yourself things up as well. It's just cool. There's a 2 LP edition and a 4 LP edition of the Rainbow vinyl. Mark has got the 4 LP edition of vinyl of it. He's got that. Would you want to go out? Get outside. Get him. What? What's he going on? Go on, that's it. Yeah, the Rainbow box set is brilliant. The 2 LP version of the Rainbow one has only got just part 1 of the concert. That's a 2 LP set's got the main Rainbow, and then the 4 LP set's got the Rainbow one night, and then the Rainbow the second night as well. That's why it's kind of very weird on it as well. So the Rainbow box that I already have with the sash as well. Rainbow box is brilliant. It's an amazing set to get, and I think at Christmas time, Amazon's having a massive sale on for 20% off Queen items and stuff. It's fucking phenomenal. But if you wanna really buy stuff off your, if you want to save money up and buy stuff, get it off Discogs. Good money as well from it. And it's cool. And as soon as you buy stuff off Discogs, you get it for a good price as well, which is wonderful. Want to discuss about Patreon? Patreon, I don't know if I'm going to start it up or not yet. I'm having second thoughts about that in the moment. Patreon account, I don't know yet. It was just extra money, extra benefits that I needed for the studio work really, pretty much. Nah, I'm not going to bother with that now. But what I want next to get is to buy the Freddie Mercury single collection box set. The only thing about that, now this is the only thing about that Freddie Mercury single collection box set, right? They revocated all of the sleeves. But and I know why they've done this for. On the labels, on the main labels on the vinyls, the 7 single vinyls, they haven't replicated the copyright, the EMI ones and stuff. And I think I know why, because they wouldn't like to use it. But that collection box set is worth getting if you haven't got because basically you get all the singles. You get the I Can Hear Music, Larry Lyrics one. Nice reproductions of the vinyl, the 7-inch vinyl set. I mean, you can buy now for 20 quid on Discogs. It's fucking cheap. So I do have to say that is a good recommend. I want to buy that actually, and I love the way they did the back sleeves and the front sleeves of the replications it did, and it was very clever indeed. And also, here's something else that cropped up as well. The singles are coloured. What looks great? Yeah, the single is great. There is a black version available, and there's an all black version, and there's also a coloured version as well. But the black edition's better to go for because it's just nice and authentic really for it. But good release though. Nice release. Yeah, I was going to say about that Freddie Mercury Mr. Bad Guy album. At the time, I think it's probably owned by EMI now. Actually, I think they do own it now. Actually, the album itself, but during the time it was made. Apparently, the Mr. Bad Guy album wasn't owned by CBS. Apparently, Freddie Mercury signed a secret contract where he would own the album, and Freddie owns the album. And it's under a pseudonym name called Mighty Tape Limited, and it's in the box set. It's in that box set. It says Mighty Tape Limited, and in fact, Freddie owned the album at the time. He owned it. It's his own album because he owned it. So Mighty Tape is a pseudonym name for Freddie Mercury. And also, and here's another thing as well. I was listening to Hold On, that Joe Dare one, and Freddie, Tempest Fugit. If you go onto Discogs and look for that track, Hold On, Joe Dare and right, Tempest Fugit. is also a pseudonym name for Freddie Mercury, because apparently when they wrote something together, Mac and Mercury came up with another secret partnership deal where I want to, instead of just using that, give it to Mac. So Mac owns the rights to the song, and it was given permission from Mac itself, which is cool. Don't know what Devon's barking downstairs for, so I'm ignoring it. She's just barking for nothing. That's what she's doing. Barking for nothing. Although I'm trying barking because I brought her set up downstairs, and she thinks it's something like that evil man's downstairs or something. She's just daft. She's just a naughty girl. Yeah, single collection. I do recommend it actually. It's really good. I mean, I still got my Freddie Mercury box set there, the standard edition. I don't know whatever happened to that book. I'm not sure. It's somewhere anyway. But yeah, but I mean, as I said before, they are bringing it out again. I mean, they're bringing out that box set again. It's just that they're going to condense it down and more to do as a slimline edition of it. There's no point doing that. That's just terrible. So they shouldn't really bring it out as a separate thing for it either. So no, don't bring it out again. Leave it alone. Ain't recommended. I think this should bring out Hyde Park though on vinyl. Hyde Park should be out. About time I brought it out as well because it's taking forever. But obviously, they don't own the rights to it because it's owned by Richard Branson. So they've got to pay Branson a lot of money to get the rights for them, to bring it back to them and do it that way, you know. So Branson owns the work apparently now. That's why they won't bring it out on. They'll never bring it out on DVD. They can't, because not only will they make it even worse, they'll make it terrible. They will make it terrible. I think it's just really bad as well it is anyway. So and also the fact is that because there's a lot more things happening in the world of what they are, then you know, with all this new standard rubbish going on and things being contracts made and everything else, you know, it's like, well, you know, I want to be a proper product that's even worth it for us. So that's why they kind of like have the main thing for it now. They all think, yeah, we'll start buying things we need to buy, and you know, and then they'll think, oh yeah, we'll bring that contract out, and then we'll bring something else out for what Universal can just do them,selves, you know, just like that. But I do think that in all sideness of it all, whatever they want to bring up next, EMI, Universal they just have their own right to say about it. Really, they don't care. I mean, they can't say obviously that, yeah, we'll bring Hyde Park out on DVD, but let's make a mess of it. Let's make a horrible mess of it. Let's not make it HD as it used to be. So they got the money for it. That's why. I mean, the Rebel one was expensive to bring out. I mean, you may think it was good for buying it, but you're thinking, well, how much did it actually cost to do that? It was a lot of money. I don't know how much it was, but obviously they had a budget where they could only restore parts of it. But it was really good. It was really good. So very happy with that indeed. It's coming to 5:10. It's live here on Queensville. Devon's barking downstairs, and I don't know why she's barking. I'm going to tell her off in a minute. She's being naughty. It's only because there's stuff downstairs that she's just barking for. I'm going to go and find out what's going on. 2 seconds, guys. Anyway, I was just barking nothing downstairs. So you can hear something outside. I think I opened up the window too much. That's what it was. Anyway, if we don't get any more questions in today, I'll call it a day, this stream, because I think it's just going to be a short one, guys, today. We would have expected to have more questions, but obviously today I think it's quite quiet because there's matches going on today, and really just very quiet today, which is cool. So yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, Jade's not been very well. She's caught a bug again. So I hope she's going to be all right. I hope so, because it would have been serious. Something that's probably done something that's probably should be regretted now. But hopefully she'll be fine. And this one's actually working a lot better now. Yeah, I saw that my phone the other day. I was telling you about my phone. I've been playing up this week. My charger's been playing up, obviously. Well, I'll leave now. Bye. Yeah, I'm going to call it, guys, because seriously, the stream has just been very quiet today. But anyway, we will be back next week with another Queensville. I'm going to leave it there for today. Sorry it was a bit short, but we're back with the Queensville on Tuesday live at 7 o'clock through till 9. So join me on Tuesday night for another Queensville chat. And Devon is just barking for no reason. I don't know what's going on with her. So I'm going to leave the stream now. I'm going to go and smack her downstairs. I'm going to find out why she's barking, because she's been stupid anyway. We're back with Tuesday, guys, with the Queensville. Sorry, this has been so abrupt, this one anyway. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Until then, have a great weekend and see you guys later. Bye.